So with the release of Season 1 for Modern Warfare 3, there's a bunch of news talk and speculation about what's going to be dropping when the season comes out. Now, today I'm going to be talking about things that have been confirmed, some rumors, and things that we know that possibly might be put into the game sometime in the future, whether that's Season 1, Season 2, or any time just ahead. Also, make sure you stick around to the end of the video where we're going to be discussing some Call of Duty 2024 leaks and things that are confirmed to be coming in 2024 for zombies, so stay tuned. Anyways, before we get into the juicy stuff, if you guys do enjoy this type of content and want to see more stuff like this, hit that like button and subscribe down below. Anyways, let's get straight into it. All right, so the first thing that I want to go ahead and talk about today is going to be an ether blade. So data miners have mined into the files of the game, and these are files straight taken from the game that they're in the game, they haven't been unlocked and open for the public yet, and miners just go in there to see what's next, what's up and coming. And it turns out that there's going to be an ether blade, some sort of blade in the future that gets added into the game. Now, we don't know whether this is going to be a blade that we can spawn in with like a custom loadout gun, or if this is going to be a wonder weapon. My guess is that this is going to be a wonder weapon, since it is called an ether blade, meaning it's probably only going to be in zombies. If I had to take a guess, I think it's going to work like Takio's katana from Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It just makes the most sense. It's going to be a blade of some sort, a sort of katana for you to run around with. So I'm going to be looking forward for that. I'm not sure if this is going to drop directly in Season 1, but I know this is going to come into the game eventually at some point in the future. Now, talking about wonder weapons, since we're already talking about the ether blade, a new wonder weapon coming into the game that is 100% confirmed coming out on Season 1 is the inclusion of the VR11. Now, this is actually some awesome news, since we haven't really seen the VR11 since Call of the Dead. I know it used to be pretty shit back in Call of the Dead, where originally the plan for the VR11 was to create a human that the zombies pretty much are attracted to, like a monkey bomb. It was not working properly in Call of the Dead, so the inclusion to it in Modern Warfare Z is going to be pretty interesting. We're going to see how that works, how that ties into our survival, especially since there's a lot of areas in the map where it's pretty tight corners, and having that VR11 is going to help. All right, so for the next thing that we want to go ahead and talk about are new schematics. So far we have a few schematics. We have the ammo mods, the crystals to pack a bunch of weapons and upgrade our tier for the guns. We have perks, and we have wonder weapons. So right now we do know that we are missing a few schematics in the game. We're missing the Scorcher, we're missing a pack punch tier 3, and it looks like those are going to be coming into Season 1. So it looks like we're going to be able to pack punch our guns with tier 3 off the beginning of the game. It looks like we're also going to be able to craft the Scorcher now, and it looks like we might also get new things that we couldn't craft before, such as self revives and backpacks. I don't know how that's going to work, but eventually we do know that those are going to come into the game, because there's no reason for that not to be in the game yet. It is also confirmed that we're going to be able to craft a legendary ether crystal that allows us to turn our gun into a legendary weapon. Prize schematic that allegedly we're also going to be able to craft is the ether bike. We know the ether bike is in the game right now, and you can only find it in higher tier zones. It's pretty rare to find. I've only found it a few times in my games. I probably have at least 100 zombies matches, and I found it like 2 or 3 times. So the ether bike is pretty rare, and I think it's pretty cool that eventually we are going to be able to craft it. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, if we're just going to be able to craft it, load in game, and just spawn it in. But if we could do that eventually, that's going to be really cool, since the ether bike is pretty fun to use. It could drive around water. That's something that I didn't even know until recently, and I think it's going to be fun. Segmenting into the next point, there are going to be new bosses that are added into the new seasons. Right now we do have Legacy, who once we get into the Legacy Fortress, we could go and kill, and he'll give us new stuff. But allegedly there's going to be a new boss called Warlord. Now, we don't know if he's going to be like Legacy, or if he's going to be a new boss like how the Manglers, the Disciples, and the Abominations are. But we do know that this is going to be a new boss that we could go ahead and kill. This is going to be a new challenge for us to go ahead and deal with. Hopefully it's not just like a AI boss, because I don't think that AI should be in zombies. There's no reason for it. There's no place for it. I think that they gotta stop with the AI, especially since the AI is what is ruining the new game mode. AI just does not mix well with zombies, and there's no need for it, especially if all I'm trying to do is kill zombies and not AI. If I want to play against AI, I'll just go into multiplayer and play against regular people. So something that is 100% confirmed coming into season 1 of Modern Warfare Zombies is the addition of a new perk. Now when I mean new perk, I don't mean like an actual new perk unfortunately, but some sort of perk is going to be added into the game. There are speculation of 3 perks that could be added, ranging from double tap, mule kick, and widow's wine. We know that the collector's edition of Modern Warfare 3 does have the icon of widow's wine, so we know that widow's wine is going to be coming into the game, but right now it looks like mule kick is going to be the one that gets into the game because of data miners and leaks that have shown that the mule kick files are into the game. So unfortunately, mule kick might be added first, which sucks because there's no need for 3 weapons in Modern Warfare Zombies. Most people just run around with one gun in their fist, so adding 3 weapons in there's just no point for it. There's no point, especially if most people are running a multiplayer weapon loadout with one gun and they're running their fist. Now this sucks, especially since we haven't seen the inclusion of widow's wine in the zombies game since Call of Duty Black Ops 3. We don't know why that is, especially since widow's wine was probably one of the best perks added into the game, but it was the only perk that we got in Black Ops 3, and it was the only time that we actually saw widow's wine in a Call of Duty Zombies game. Now for double tap, I don't believe that double tap is going to be coming next season. I do believe that this is going to be either a season 2 or a season 3 release. It'll be pretty cool to see double tap in the game sooner than later, because the additions of the tier 2 and tier 3 pack punch, which with double tap the weapons will become much stronger, allowing you to get to those tier 2 and tier 3 zones pretty quickly. Now speaking about the tier 2 and tier 3 zones, we know that 100% guaranteed in season 1 we are going to be getting a new tier 4 zone in the game. Now we know that we're going to be able to go into this tier 4 zone through these ether rift portals that spawn in. We don't know where they're going to spawn in, but my guess is that they're going to spawn in the tier 3 zone. Whether we have to kill an abomination for that or not, I'm not sure, but I know they're probably going to spawn into the tier 3 zone, and we're going to be able to interact with them to take us into a new zone that we haven't seen before, like the tier 4 zone. Allegedly, it's been said that when you go into this zone, all of your teammates get taken in there, so I'm guessing you're going to have to really prepare yourself, really get loaded up. I don't know if there's going to be extra time given to you, like how when you exfil for a story mission where you get given an extra 30 minutes for that story mission or not, but we do know that eventually we're going to be able to go into the tier 4 zone. We're going to be able to get tier 4 weapons, and we're going to be able to pack a punch, and we're going to be able to get all that stuff done. Now, on the topic of story missions, there's going to be a new act that gets added into the game. Act 4 is going to be called Fear of the Dark. I'm guessing there's going to be a flashback of Dr. Jansen's past, since we don't really know much about Dr. Jansen. We just find out that after we complete the tier 3 mission, that she gets sucked into this ether portal, that eventually we do get a glimpse of supposedly Samantha Max's, which could be coming into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Now hopefully this new act does improve the story, since the story right now is very dull. We don't know much about these characters, and we weren't really given much. We were given 3 cutscenes behind missions with not that much intel about who these characters are and what they've done. But right now I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Modern Warfare Zombies, where the story is gonna take us, and what new stuff they are planning to add. Now this one is probably one of the most interesting rumors, and it's that we are probably going to get a new bank system in Modern Warfare Zombies. Now I say that's pretty interesting because the last time we saw a bank system was back in Transit, Die Rise, and Buried. The bank system was pretty nice, man. Being able to go into game and just grab points was pretty overpowered, but I did enjoy it. It brought like a different way to play zombies, and especially in Modern Warfare 3, where getting points is a hassle. Points are not easy to come by in Modern Warfare, so getting them from a bank could be a great thing. But I think that it's a great thing that a bank is coming into the game, especially since right now there's no point to exfil in games. Most people, they just use Tombstone to die and get their stuff back anyways, to get their points from last game, since there's no real reason to exfil right now. Now doing something like making us put points in the bank and then us having to exfil to get those points in the bank, that gives us a real good incentive for us to exfil. Now speaking about incentives for exfil, we know that eventually a Exfil Streak is coming into the game. So the way it's going to work, that if you exfil twice, exfil 3 times, and so on and so forth, you're going to be able to get these rewards that we get, such as an Ethereum crystal, a free pack punch upgrade, a free ether tool upgrade, And I mean, I feel like that's cool because that's something, it gives us a real incentive to actually expo instead of just tombstoning every single game. I think it's a cool thing to see and how they're really pushing the narrative on we should exfil instead of just dying over and over again, because I mean that's the whole point of Modern Warfare Zombies. The whole game loop is to try to get in there, get as looted as we can, and come out by exfilling so we could take the stuff that we get in game and take it out of game for the next game. Now to wrap up the last segment about what we could be seeing in Modern Warfare Season 1, we're going to be talking about new contracts. We know that in DMZ we did get a bunch of new contracts throughout the season, so we could expect to see some new contracts of some sort eventually come into Modern Warfare Zombies. So it looks like the holdout objective is actually going to be coming into MW3. So the way that's going to work is that we pretty much have to stay confined in this little area, almost like how we had to do an outbreak, and we're confined in this little area and we have to survive in that tiny area until the time limit is up, and after that the contract is complete. So that's going to be pretty cool. There's also going to be the addition of a few more contracts that I don't know what they are, but I know that they're eventually going to come into the game. But yeah, that's pretty much all about Season 1 Modern Warfare content. So let's talk about a little bit about COD 2024. So we did get the leak of the new Call of Duty 2024 name. It's going to be called Call of Duty Gulf War or Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War. And we do know that this is going to be set sometime after Call of Duty Cold War. This is going to be set in the 90s, in between the Cold War and Modern Warfare universe. So it's not going to be futuristic, but it's not going to be set in some one war aspect. I know we're tired of the World War games, and people did hate on the Call of Duty futuristic theme, but I didn't really hate it. I enjoyed playing futuristic Call of Duty. But yeah, we know that it's going to be called Call of Duty Gulf War, set in the 90s. It is 100% confirmed too that zombies are going to get round-based zombies map, which is finally some good zombies news that zombies players have been waiting to hear. We're going to get round base back. We're going to get two launch maps. One is going to be set on an island. I'm guessing this is going to be the continuation of the Cold War story, where at the end we saw Dr. Peck coming onto an island, but I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly like that, because we do know operators are coming back into Gulf War. But we also know that we're going to get some sort of city map. This might be around the Shadows of Evil era time. We might be in a city close to Shadows of Evil, but this might be more of a survival map. The main map is probably going to be the map on the island. There's going to be a prison cell under the island, like a big facility. It's really giving like Zetsubo no Shima vibes, but hopefully it's not like Zetsubo. It plays a bit different, since Zetsubo did feel like a hassle, since it was like Farming Simulator 2.0 or whatever. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to COD 2024, especially if we are going to get round-based zombies back. The last thing that I want to include is that Gobblegums are confirmed to be coming back in the new Call of Duty Zombies, which is finally a godsend, man. Call of Duty Elixirs back in Black Ops 4 were not it, and Gobblegums have been the wave. I don't know why they took them out, but they have been a godsend to Black Ops 3. But that's everything we know so far about Call of Duty Season 1 for Modern Warfare and COD 2024. If new news come out anytime soon, I'll let you guys know and I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe for new content. And I'll see you guys in the next one.